So if I put the address on this screen, that would help people. Got things to iron things this week, so this works. So that is on the wall. There's a touch on the small side.
Oh, sorry, did you want to find that? Hello anyone who's watching. We're going to be starting properly in a few minutes, and I'll be doing a short announcement at 8:15, because we're linked up with Computer Arts Society. Yeah, but we're streaming now already, yeah? You can see us, is that right? Can you see us? Oh, I thought I heard it through your...
So you need to start the stream in YouTube.
It's on here.
You need to go live in the controller on YouTube. You need to get to YouTube Studio, I think, don't you? Or maybe Sean's got his 20-minute delay again.
I don't understand. If we're streaming.
Yeah, we are streaming because I can see it there.
Yeah.
So Sean is just not catching it properly.
You're on. Julia says you're on.
You're on. Oh, that's a clunk and a half, Nicola.
Okay, so can you see we're on now, Sean? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, well, Julia's already got it in Sheffield. Reload to your page. Okay. This is going to get complicated. Right, where are all my headphones? It's going to be really difficult. Okay, hello to anyone who's watching. We're going to be starting in a couple of minutes. We're linked up with the Computer Arts Society, who is sharing their event on Zoom.
Need a bit of colour because I want the things to move around the walls.
Okay. I wonder if I can do this without my glasses. I think I rely on them too much.
That's interesting. So we've got patterns on the walls and dots are making their way across the patterns. Looks like they're avoiding the patterns.
Okay, is it coming through okay? Good.
Let's go a bit faster.
Okay, fine. I'm going to get confused. I've got so many headphones going on here, but so I'm going to be just concentrating on this now, okay?
This one's really zoomed in. This must be wall 1, camera 1. Come on.
So are you ready for me to start?
It's just because the dots are white and we're going to just change the colour on them. If I make them purple, that's not really a colour. Let's make them
I'm going to bring in some patterns as well, okay?
What's that?
Get something on this wall. Right, so
That wall's a holding for messages and sprites that people send in. I will put something more in it then. Got patterns. I've got pattern number 5. That's very cool. Just a bit of 3D there, Nicola.
okay.
So what should I put on top of this black hole?
Okay, so people are joining in the house. What time is it? Yeah, so I'm. Oh yeah, okay, I've seen bugs. I'm going to go and make my patterns transparent. So do you want to?
Patterns transparent.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we can try and get some sort of balance between the walls maybe. So I've got your insects coming in. I'm going to go back into patterns and I'm going to make the background of my fill more alpha and I'll increase the scale. Okay, so you can see through it. So why not bring some of these circles on it as well so we can get some balance.
Which number are they? 4.
Because I've got the echo of yours behind it. Maybe. Yeah, you can just about see those bugs.
This gets so big because it's got a splurge on it that it wipes everything away eventually.
Right, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, maybe that pattern needs to be put at the back.
Will it? Yeah, it does, yeah. I see, you put the other on the back, I forgot to put that one on the back.
Hey man, right. Okay, welcome to the Microworld. I'll be giving a little talk in about 5 minutes just to introduce you to it. And we're sharing the event tonight with the Computer Arts Society. So I'm bringing some bugs into mine.
One. Well, that's filled up. That wall behind you.
So you know you can make these transparent if you
It's
you
quite
increase the
3D.
scale. Change it to white. Can you read the menu all right now?
Yeah.
I see you've got your pen marks behind your info.
know something we haven't done for a few weeks is look at the feedback systems using the RG. In the video, this one, GBR slider, turns red into green, green to blue, and so forth. I don't have any video on here because this is all pattern at the minute.
Yeah, well you've got the background if you make it transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a fiddle with that this morning. Okay, I'm just going to change the edge colour.
This one, Fanta. Thing is, on that one, Nicola, they draw over the top of each other, so eventually, however low alpha you have it still technically dominates. It doesn't wipe away the screen on that pattern.
If you take the edge out completely, stroke it out.
Take the stroke out.
Yeah.
Get this sort of ghostly shapes. That's the stroke. That's the. Let's get rid of.
I mean, what we could do is we should have a random button so it can just randomise it on the fly. You know, so it just changes, transforms.
Yeah. I guess the scale. Okay, makes it a screen in the middle now. So I've got a video around the edge.
Sorry.
Maybe we should put that on the other table. No, not that. That. This beaker.
Yeah.
The mic.
Yeah.
So you make it sound like a little conference.
What number is that? That's the first one, isn't it?
Green.
Okay, so I've got the same node, so you're not going to do any patterns on this one, is that right?
Nice.
You're
I'm
going to
gonna make some feedback on this one. If I get the same size and shape, almost. It's getting multicoloured. Interesting.
And how are you making it smaller? With the, which keys is that?
Cursor keys. And then created that and smaller. Alpha drop. And then cue it. Look, almost quite nice.
Quite like this one, actually.
That's good. So put on these two, 1 and 2. No, 1 and 4. You got 1 and 4?
Have I got 1 and 4? That's 2. 1 and 2. Yeah, no, that's it. It's just, it's not...
Zoomed in on.
Yeah.
That's full. Full's zoomed in.
Yeah. Oh, Ed Kelly's in the house.
What's that?
Ed Kelly.
Ed Kelly in the house.
Okay, so I'm going to be saying something in a minute. So.
It's not very big that type, is it?
I've just got to. But you should say CAS.
What?
CAS.
Hello, Cass.
I'm going to say that.
I think that this control is dark info.
You will change it to
That looks quite. Yeah, that looks quite. Do what?
Computer Arts Society.
Oh, good answer. Came over there for some reason. Knocked the mouse. Where's the time? Past and I've confused myself.
So let's see if I can get it on and say something to you. Can you make that all brighter? So I've said maybe a different.
Right.
I'll do it here. Hi everyone, welcome to Microworld at Home. This is Tim, I'm Nicola, we're Genetic Moo, and we're joining forces with the Computer Arts Society tonight, who are doing a sharing on Zoom. And if you're interested in joining that, then you can go to the front end of our website on www.geneticmoo.com, and that'll take you to a link to the Computer Arts Society and the Zoom link as well. So we're running Microworld at Home this evening till 10 o'clock, and we've got our artwork in the space, and some of you who've tuned in before will know that it is an immersive environment. We've written programs that respond to each other. We're using webcams at the moment. Perhaps in a little while we'll move on to, over the next weeks, bringing in other interactive elements like microphones and Kinect sensors. But tonight we're also experimenting with works by Sean Clark. We've got a pixel wall, which I'm pointing to at the moment. Tim's just changed the camera view. And there's an app online where you can draw faces and add them into the mix. And there's also one where you can write comments as well. At past, we're going to start playing some videos by the artist Steve Carley. And that will be playing on this wall here. Tim's just going to change the camera to...
Which one? Two.
Two, yeah. So we're going to have videos playing in the background, and we'll have our artwork feeding off them. So that's videos by Stephen Carley. And then also at past we'll start a sound piece by Julia Schaumann. We've got 3 pieces, and we'll indicate which ones we're playing when we play them. Anyway, have a lovely evening, enjoy yourselves on the Computer Arts Society Zoom, and hopefully you like what you see. It's all very experimental. Do you want to say anything, Tim?
Very experimental, Nicola. 15th time. Oh, there's music's cut out altogether.
Okay, so Tim, start some sound.
I would do if Sonic Pi hadn't fallen over, which it hasn't.
Right, so.
How peculiar. I can hear a Far East sound. I think I'll just restart Sonic Pi. I guess sometimes it has enough. It's only subtle sound.
then yours.
I'm going to make some cells, Nicola. I like them. Yeah, just fingers crossed that they set off. Might just get a bit grunt on as well.
Tim, just trying yourself.
Big it. You mean that's speed? That's interesting. Cells not moving, it's all sausage.
So how do I get rid of that white there? Do I need to introduce
Press
the
K,
background?
kill it.
Yeah, but then I'll kill the whole thing. I do the background.
That just happens due to the copying effect. Right, we like this video, but it's not really big enough. Wow. This program, by the way, is called Sea People, based on one of the programs Nicola wrote, which was, you can see in the middle of the top right screen, there are lots of people who have filmed on the beach. I've got my notes on, I don't need that on. I'll get some nice feedback effects in, they're getting duplicated in different colours outside there. See, Sean's been busy sending pixels to the wall.
Yeah, so all of the people that we're dragging around, I filmed them on the beach in Margate last year. I've never seen such a crowded beach in my life. So all of these people were filmed in the sea, in their silhouettes. And then each animation's just 10 frames. And they're actually, the main purpose for them was to put them in an amoeba to be like the engine of the cell. So Tim.
I'm going to put on sound tester.
Yeah, 1:30 then start one of Julia's and say which one it is.
Okay. I like this one, it's basic. To drop the overlap slider, that forces them into themselves and then they start sort of tripping around. They don't like being too close to each other there. So I'm going to create one of those on each screen because they're quite good value, I think.
Do you want me to?
So to kill them, you have to put about 10 together, and then you need to drop the overlap slider slightly, and then they're off. That's good. And I'll leave a trail if you have notes on. Okay. Wow, it's left a lot of trail already, that one. Spin around.
Can you get figures on this one as well?
Figures,
Yeah,
humans,
figures,
yeah. Sea people.
I'm just thinking, looking at it, it's like, dare I say,
What's it like?
Anonymous Bosch.
There's not Anonymous Bosch, Nicola! And, oh, chestnut. Well, it doesn't really.
No, from a distance.
What, the other side of Margate? There's lots of little things animating in this space. Okay, okay.
Children. Is it children's games?
Human patterns. Oh, humans don't like appearing in this one. They are below the. Oh, I know what. Yeah, because they're below the notes, and Sean's things are just drawing away. In fact, they've drawn away the whole screen. I'll make the note. So Sean's pixel wall, pixel things also draw a line into the background image. In this case, it's black. So we're leaving a very thin black trail. And the cells are leaving a very thin white trail. So we get a kind of interesting smush up on that screen. This one, no, this one. Okay, I'm trying to get the balance better on this. Well, drop the pattern probably.
This is really nice quality on this one. It's funny, isn't it? They're the same projectors, but do you not think? The colour, the
Which
brightness,
thing?
the brightness on this projector is really nice. You see that if you, I guess it's to do, yeah, the kind of overblown brightness. Right, what sound have we got?
It's just the bass noise. Shall I start one of Julia's tracks?
Well, when you start it, write what it is.
Right, what it is.
Yeah. You know, just do it on the wall.
Yeah. I'm going to simplify this one, I think. So that's off.
What are those roots?
They are the trail left by this cell, which is bobbing around quite a lot.
Yeah, mine is.
And on that one as well. It's not moving, that's why. You need to contract and use the overlap slider.
Yeah.
It comes together and then they start.
No, but where's the trail coming?
It's behind them. Oh, it's on notes. Press A. Take it off. Oh, nice. Felt like abstract drawing like that was, wasn't it? So, what can we do with the humans that I haven't done already? I've got humans looking at humans, I think. Oh, Sean's gone horizontal now. Or Sean Scully has. There was another Sean Clark in the CAS meeting, wasn't there? It's two of them. There's multiple Sean Clarks, actually. Go there first. Right. Are you playing humans in the background? Is that what's going on?
I am.
Ah,
But what I can do is reduce it.
that's wondering.
Yeah, it's just to use it look great.
That might be nice for a zoom up on that clip. That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
After a while, the cells pop away, and then you just get isolated ones.
Shall I change the chart? It's on 3 screen.
Oh, that's good.
Right, okay, so it's nearly 1:30, so I'm going to go more blue again.
I'm still there. That's fine. So, kill it off.
I'm going to be starting videos in a minute.
Are you? I'm not going to show the box. Not much. Okay. can make a little tiny window for you, Nicola.
Don't worry, I'll take over the whole screen.
Thickness. Straighten up. Slow. That's an old BBC Micro icon there, flying by. Is it? Tree. Oh, by the way, these pixel things never disappear currently, so I have to manually kill them off, which is a little bit more arbitrary than I would like. That one's not doing anything. I'm going to remove duplicates. That's a good idea. Especially the slow moving ones. I'm leaving the current that fish has been there forever.
Yeah, you can get rid of that. It's mine.
There's two hiding on top of each other there. It's quite sneaky. That one's the same as that one. There's lots of trees. They're gone. I feel like I've seen them. I don't know what this is, sort of cake. You can also send comments. The people who are sending pixel things on the same page are things.io/pixel. If you click the bottom kind of long pink button, that takes you to a messaging page, and you can just send a 12-letter message, which will get put up on the wall.
Tim, can you do Julia's music?
Yes. Okay. So fade this on. Watch this for an elegant mix. Not quite. Kill that. Kill that. Yep. Any particular piece, Nicola?
Do the one she just sent to
Okay.
Metalworks.
Done.
Okay, so this is Metalworks by Julia Sharman, which is in Sheffield. Listening now.
Are we allowed to talk over this, or we're not allowed to talk over it?
Of course you can talk.
Stretch my legs.
Okay, and that's a video started by Stephen Carley in the middle, which we're going to start feeding off.
Let's get those bricks in.
Can you get some of your bricks?
Actually, tell you a quick way to get rid of this, just press left square bracket, right square bracket, fill the in, left square bracket, black. Do you want a background colour? Black, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we start feeding off it.
So let's set through background. looks quite nice. Got some of your head on it there. Some Arabic. It's hard working with a lower video, isn't it? It's quite easy just to obliterate it. Look at this. That's better. The lines are better like that. You're pointing at it itself.
Well, yeah, but I'm picking up the edges of the uniform. I'm going to have to go with some dots. Fast. Okay, bring some dots in on yours and try and get them captured in this colour.
Yeah.
So can we get them interested in purple?
You want the dots to be interested in purple?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay, I'll try.
some sort of friction.
Thing is, there isn't any purple on like this layer.
Of course.
So
Of course.
if I can duplicate that one. Probably better if I just yeah. This is 2. So 1, 2. So look at 2. Let's get lower. I get feedback onto his face, first of all. I've lost my controls. Right, shift V. Okay. So that's that. Something like that.
It's nice to buy.
Huge. Oh, make them free. That's a good idea. Is there a video that's less huge?
Actually, this one's beautiful.
Yeah, we need something in the middle anyway. I'm going to put a pattern on.
What I need to do is just change this. Okay, so this is actually plants. So if you just kill your...
Look at the patterns of dots I'm making. That is a terrible attempt at drawing a line. Look at that. They're like Christmas decorations. Do you know what that is, Nicola?
Your lines at the top.
It's because they're not moving very fast. So and the line's wide because they're big, and then the line isn't stroke capping because that doesn't seem to work in P3D for some reason. So you get this awful Christmas tree effect. I quite like it actually, leave it for that bit.
I'm sure it's kind of not quite so jagged.
We're going to put it on 2. 2 is dramatic. Yeah, banging. Whoop. This is getting crazy. Right, what else is Christmassy? I love Christmas theme. Mugs? Not really.
No. I'm just exposing.
Shall I get it? Yeah, it's gone.
So I'm just doing pavement.
So the lines off. Okay. This poor little pseudo scorpion, it's not moved the whole day yet, I think. Or that one.
It's because it's on mine.
That's mine.
Is it? I thought yours was moving on the white. You're not seeing
You
the
can
colour.
put a cell on it, look. I like cells. I like the way those dots are going, following up the line. If I think, I make one, where am I? This one. Okay, if I put a frame around this, keep them. Oh, a bit over on the wall here on this one.
I know. Maybe.
Why would you line that up?
Well, how far are you on that side?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's correct. Wonderful projectors. Okay, I'm just going to drop the size of this. Let's kill the cell off. I like what you've done there. How have you done that?
With the pavement.
Is this the...
It's the background.
Ah,
See that?
yeah. Okay. That's good. Ooh, almost caught. Let's see this go here. They're following this green line a little bit. Wow, I never thought it was that. Irish music. It's like sort of bizarre. Bizarre.
be dark than this one. So the lag on the webcam is, but you can work it out. It's interesting, isn't it? You can work it out.
It's pretty
Clearly
lively.
there. Yeah. Right, so.
It's a bit, when you've got two different settings on and you click on, so I'm trying to add a brick, but every time I add a brick I add a cell, and then when I try and delete it, I delete the cell and the brick. So I've got to go around the houses a bit to get it where I want. So basically we've got a long strip of video in the middle of this one. That'll be effective, won't it, Nicola? Okay, it's a bit brighter. I think we've gone green, and I go blue. It's not reading blue. Reads yellow quite well. Yeah. The video. Right in half. Let's get it long. Just bring it back.
I like the way you get a sort of transparency, or the appearance of transparency, because it's double projection.
You've got plants growing on plants. When you make a demo, just get the plants. Nice little growths on 3, Nicola. Keep it 3 for a bit.
That's nice. So have you got it transparent in the middle? I didn't see a setting for that. Is that on roots?
Yeah, it's roots. It's an archie painting.
Oh, yeah.
All usual stuff. I can spin it this show.
Oh, that's nice. I like the way you can get it
That looks like Kandinsky in the club now. That's Sean, that is. Told you he's in the good drawer. Right. This one's almost over in the club.
Right, so theme. I'm going to put another one of...
We could talk about simplicity. Because this is simple, and that looks a mess. Yeah, maybe we could just
Stop
yeah.
it.
Okay, so that's the first piece by Julia Shalman called Metalworks. Yeah, simplicity. I didn't really get to talk at the computer arts to talk because it was we sort of messed up our technology, so I was in a real mood. One of the things I was going to talk about is that despite looking complicated, this program is actually quite simple, and it's written in processing, which is what we use for all our programming, which is a version, sort of Java type program. And this program is made up of about 15 or so sub-programs, which are doing the various things you can see around the wall. So there's a sub-program which allows MQTT messages in from Sean, these pixel drawings. There are programs to draw root-like patterns on the walls and the dots. So one of the programs, there's lots of little programs like that. Each one has its own separate program. Each of those programs is probably only 100 or so lines of code long. There isn't any particularly complicated coding in this program. There's just quite a lot of coding because there's lots of little bits, and it's all layered up, and we can just choose which layers we want on and which ones we want off. We're interested in artificial life, so there's lots of programs which respond to what they can see on the screen and try and move in certain directions or grow in certain directions or look for certain colours or stop moving if they hit certain colours. So the bugs, for example, very simply, I'll say very simply, I can't see them at all.
Well, I'll kill mine. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's because I've got mine. Right, where are your bugs?
The bugs keep moving until they hit black. So if there's black on the screen, they will stop. And I'm not seeing any bugs.
Yeah, but put the tint on.
Tint. They're white, now they're black, so the whole of my screen must be black, I suppose.
It's because it's flooded with my projector.
Oh, okay. And we've got a double layer projection because we're doing it slightly different today. We're putting a video layer by Stephen Carley on top of our stuff.
Yeah.
So these are the bugs. Because it's black on the screen, none of them are moving. They're just fixed on the spot. But if we throw some light into the screen by turning the video on, there's a patch of colour blue in the middle, which Nicola isn't showing me because she's not changing to the screen I'm talking on, which would be helpful. So where there's blue, they can move around and they get to the edge of the blue, the black over here. If I zoom in on these, you can see they're stuck on the edge there, so they're on the black. So they're a very simple program. All they're doing is moving if they don't, until they hit black, and then they don't move. They still keep wiggling, but they're not actually moving across the screen. So that's about the level of complexity of each of the individual programs that we have in this big program we call C People. There is no, so we're interested in artificial life. These are artificial life in techniques. There is nothing, there are no machine learning, there's no genetic algorithms, no 3D, no physics engines, nothing, there's no complicated coding here. There's just lots and lots of layers of coding. The reason we keep quite simple coding is because we want to try and engage as many people as we can with creative coding and getting other people to create stuff that then we can put into our systems. In museums typically, but also when we go around the country doing workshops. So because we want them to be able to immediately engage with it by creating their own programs, we keep the coding really simple level. We just put lots of it together to make a kind of immersive microworld space. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Does that good? Make sense, Nicola?
It certainly does.
So Andy Lomas the other day asked a question about networking, because these creatures are they're getting signal information to change their behaviour.
I'll put some bugs on.
Typically off the screen.
But
you could also get information in other ways. You could be sent information across a network, or and we have done a little bit of that. You can get information from the weather in Margate today, and that could change the behaviour of things. We've seen pieces of art like that, and they can be quite successful. We haven't done anything like that yet because we're particularly interested in the humans in the space changing the piece, either through their movements, sound, or by creating things and adding them into the space, or touch screens and so on. So you get lots of information off a network, then it can be a bit less intuitive, or less controllable, I suppose, because stuff's coming in from outside. We are quite interested, and I haven't done it yet, but I will do it in the next coming weeks, in networking between these computers. There are 4 projectors here, effectively, 1 for each wall, and 2 on the main wall, which is we're layering. So 2 behind me. That's wall 1, 2 there, 3, and 4 is also there. So to run the 4 projectors, we have 4 computers, and each of those computers is running the same program we're calling C People version 9 or something, which is a kind of the micro with all these different possibilities within it. But these programs don't talk at all to each other. And if we wanted to send a piece from around the room, which we do at some point, and we're going to call it whale, or that's the idea, it has to know when it leaves one screen and gets onto the next screen. So you could do that with sort of timing, or you could actually send network messages to each other, these 4 computers that are underneath this table. So that will be a network of sorts. So that's not quite what Andy had in mind, but that kind of network is interesting to us, because we definitely want to send something all the way around the room. We can send cascades of signals from one screen to another, which we might try and demo in a bit. But actually in sending an object from one screen to another, we haven't done, with the exception, of course, of we're getting things off from Sean Clark or whoever else is using his page to create these pixel shapes on the wall. So that computer is connected to the internet and is getting signals through WebSockets and MQTT. I've talked enough. I'm going to put another piece on by Julia Sherman.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for explaining
Nicola,
that. And I just want to say that amoeba is what has the sea people in it.
Tiddlers, yeah.
Yeah.
So which one do you want? Dreams of Other Galaxies or Take Flight?
Let's have Take Flight.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're supposed to look at... I should show. bubbles. Speckles of yellow.
You can try and get bubbles on yellow.
Problem is, I don't have a solid enough colour, because if I have a solid colour, it knocks out the video.
You can do a pavement.
What, pavement full of bubbles? Try it. Okay.
No, a pavement. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so it's working.
Exactly.
So, okay.
I haven't done
I want the pavements. Okay.
When you click on it, how do you stop getting rid of the pavement? So you have to.
Well, we got a bit fast. Nice slow ones. That's working okay, so I've restricted them to the middle area. It just about reads.
Well, if you make it less transparent,
The pavements or the video?
the bubbles.
I don't actually need the video.
So why don't you? Oh, of course, it's mine's cables. So because you've got double projection, your one is always. Because I'll show you mine.
Do what I expect them to do.
See, that's right.
Oh, yours look better than mine.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, well. So you want to put yours on red or something?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I am moving my. That's your.
I know, I told you. You might pick it up.
Poor little thing. I like this tiny Weensky dots now. There's nothing on video. Sean's doing some tapestries. So you want bubbles on that one as well? Earlier, I guess. It's got bubble crazy.
It's a real fine art to get the threshold.
You just got to pick a colour that's quite a lot of on the screen.
Of course.
And then get your bubbles nice and fast. Well, I've got this is going down to 11 seconds. Woo. I guess it's getting a bit over MQTT'd. Okay. That's better. Nice and fast again. And the bubbles are back. Alright, let's get it fast. Yikes. It's very bubbly. It looks like a washing machine, that one. Churning all over the place. Stick it under through. It's got terrific. These things look like waffles now. Nice feedback we're getting here, Nicola. Yeah, I love it. Look at that one there. Square one, that's a good shape. An outline. Let me put some of them in.
So it's to be attracted to the blue.
Eva Pascos is amazing. Oh, the blue ones are working well, Nicola.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing some green ones over here.
Still not picking up your rate, your pseudo rate. Which one have you crashed? This one? Oh dear. Let me guess, it was the zooids. Just restart it. I'm liking the motion on this, this is good.
It's unfortunately so real bad.
Yeah, that's because I'm still in it.
Yeah, do you want to change it?
And we're back. security. It's a long fade.
Thanks, Julia. Right, so if you can put solid pile.
Well, the bibbly bobbly one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about yeah, right.
See how the Zoom meeting's going. Oh, there's quite a few people in the house.
Oh no, I didn't know the lines draw on tide. I thought that was disabled. And just go up and then just go down.
Okay. Oh, that was a harsh cut, Julia said.
Harsh cut. It was like a 5 minute fade out. Oh well. Ping pong music. No. Why is it not going? It looks okay there. Did I start it? Stop it again. Start it. Perhaps. Oh, it's changed its Oscar port on its own. Oh, that's a bit cheeky.
Right.
Ping pong. It's quite hefty on the bass. Just drop it down. Okay, I want the background of that one to be this program. I'm going to get off a bunch more pixel things. So alternate this. And then should I talk through that program?
Yeah, cool.
Maybe. Now, problem is. One problem is the video's in yellow. Oh, it can. Wow, it's got good eyesight.
What do you want to see on yours?
Do you know what? I didn't put a button in for Nicola to turn Sean things off. Just make him invisible. Because I've got to manually kill 500 pixel things. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. No. Okay. Right. This is going to be a stretch. So enlarging on screen 3. I'm not sure Nicholas got that on. It looks very pixely, but looks good. Like it on the top. So that is the sound program. Is it? Yeah, looks like a crossword puzzle. So if I kill it off, press Shift K. Okay, so there's a blank screen on my left. Well, let's clear it again. Okay. This program's called Ping Pong. It's written in processing, which then bounces a ball or a series of balls around a maze. And every time it hits a corner, it makes a note. And the note that it makes depends on the value of the ball from A to Z. So if I press X, well, that's quite hard to see. I'll have to go on the ball. And I can put it close. You can just about see.
Why don't you hold it in front of one of these cameras?
No, this is alright. It's sort of abstract. It's an abstract demo. So you can see there's a letter going around, a square grid, and every time it hits the corner it makes a noise, and then I can draw another shape, and I'll add in a higher letter, say G. So that's bouncing away at the same time. And then I can add a different shape, add another letter, a Y. So there are now 3 balls bouncing around this grid, sending noises out. So, and the type of sound that gets sent out, you can change attack and release. So it's the same 3 balls bouncing around, but it's sending a different type of mod pulse synthesizer. This one is. It's still the same 3 balls. So you get a lot of variety. 3. And that's sending a signal to Sonic Pi. Sonic Pi is set up to receive a series of slider values, which are things like attack and release, sustained decay, pulse width, all those sort of things. Depends which synthesizer it is. This is the mod pulse synthesizer, and then you can, there's a Blade Runner synthesizer. Does that sound like Blade Runner, Nicola?
No.
But if I press the 2, come on, Blade Runner, you're in there somewhere. So what's going on? Yeah. So you can automate all of this and then put in a randomizer to create a random, draw random dots on the grid, and to change the value of the thing and put it back to default. So this is the ping pong program. So we have this running a lot. There is, for our sins, a drum machine as part of the drum machine. I've been banned from showing the drum machine. Something like that. Drum. Etc. You get the idea.
Julia says she's particularly interested in listening to this.
Okay. I'm going to put it in 7/4 for Julia. She likes weird tempos. See, that is actually kind of good. I did quite like.
You might want to have a chat on Zoom, Tim.
What about? Why is that not showing? Oh, it's been locked.
I can reverse. If I come into the video, I can go to that. Can I bring another remover in? Just the one.
No hands. That's good.
Yeah.
Dots on the penny size.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a big one. Green.
So what is it? To get a line on the dots?
Help.
Lost control. I think my amoeba's a bit fast.
Once you get into these patterns, you don't have to get out of them. Once you're in, you can never get out of them. Oh, that's good.
Can you change your line to black?
Yeah. I'm going to put this back and it's gone into piano mode. Right. I've had enough of that. Shock. So this is the third piece by Julia.
And don't turn it off before it's finished, okay, mate?
Alright, that's called... Which one is it, Nicola? Aerial Dreams?
We've just had that one.
Oh, Take Flight.
Oh.
Yes. Which
No,
one did we
wait
play
a sec.
before?
I'll
We played the
just
new
check.
one.
We played Microworld.
We didn't play Take Flight yet.
Well, are you sure we... I think it... Let me just check with Julia. Is this right?
This is Take Flight.
We should be playing Aerial Dreams.
Oh, okay. Right, thanks Julia. That was a shorter one. We're going to play it again because we had the microphone off. We're resetting.
And it does look like the amoeba's responding to it. I'm just going to bring it into...
Looks like the sunstars are attacking the amoeba. The green one's getting bright in there.
I need to make mine.
Technically, look, this green one's going potty. I think it's because we've got a green one. A lovely portrait of a water bottle. Looks good. What's on Stephen's stuff, Nicola?
I haven't got it on yet. You got it on follow.
I'm on to... Oh yeah, follow us in here.
So do you want me to introduce some of Stephen's
Follow on all of
camera?
them. I don't forgot about that. Follow just how does follow work? It tells the webcam searches for whichever colour has been set at the best colour. Setting the GBR to 0.1. That's good there. That's 3D, doesn't it? Dance the amoebas. Big one and the little one. I like this one. It's can't. Can you follow? I could get it to focus. I could get something to follow one of Sean's pixel things, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it. Can you get zoomed in, Nicola? Getting this one zoomed in as well. That's it. But, oh, I love that. Very graphic. Zoomed in with follows, quite interesting. Let's go round for a third time. There's nice effects down there. They're not a bit below the line of the camera. If you drag on Zoom, the mouse to the bottom of the screen, you get a split screen effect. Half the screen is off the bottom. That's it. That's cool, Nicola. Oh yeah, let's get it lined up. Come on, let's get one thing lined up for once in our lives. That there, it's wobbling, isn't it? Have you got focus off? Can't quite get it. Can you drop those a little bit? I have no idea what's going on here. This is amazing. This is... Oh, it's like some sort of mad... let's take focus off. Zoom on. We have a zoom on. There it is. There's a light. It's green both top and bottom on that one. Okay, so Nicola... There's a quarter of an hour to go.
Yeah, and the juice it should fade out.
Fade this one down?
Yeah, when it comes to the end, it should fade down.
No, there's a little bit of amoeba peeping out behind that line there. That's good. Or disgusting.
You can't just let go of it, can you?
No. That's a big bug. That is a big bug. Right, I can get it big and Nicola. You didn't know you could get that big, did you? Neither did I. This is great. Oh, we didn't do any... Oh, it's doing automatic cues. Cue.
I'm filming it.
Yeah, of course. Cues on the screen grab button.
That bug. It's too big.
It's too big. It's rough. Too big.
Oh, look at that.
This kind of gets to the point where you
Can't hear what you're saying.
That's because your music's too loud, Julia. I've turned it down.
She said it looks amazing.
It does look like a living tapestry or something. I think what we need, once we've got this sort of pattern, we definitely need something that only lives on the lines.
Yeah.
And then starts either like a beaver, but starts changing the background, moving it around on its own. So they're just
Eating,
lines,
yeah.
aren't they?
We've got plenty of creatures that eat lines.
Well, the amoeba is supposed to follow the line, but it's not very well.
That's weird.
It's not very effective at the minute. But that would be something to put in. We put follow on just because it's quite calming.
What are you putting on?
Follow because it just
Yeah.
it goes off on its own.
We've got the last 10 minutes of the session. So thanks Sean, Stephen and Julia for contributing to tonight.
That was like a professional fade in, Nicola. So yeah, we do this every week. Usually we do it in the afternoon. Is it 2 to 4 we usually do, Nicola?
Yeah, 2 to 4.
We're going to go back to 2 to 4 because this was just a special late one's time with the Computer Arts Society. So each week we carry on exploring this program, and each week we write new little bits that go into it. And we're working with Sean Clark to create more input systems using his MQTT framework. So that will allow anyone to create, in this case Sean has got these 16 by 16 coloured pixels, and there was a message app, but no one used that today. But in the future we'll be hopefully creating creatures that you can not only design how they look, but also design how they behave. So for example, you might design one that, a red one that is attracted to green ones. So if it sees any green ones on the screens, it goes over and chases them around. But the green one might not like the red one, so forth. And you send lots of these into the space, and you'll start getting interesting emergent patterns of behaviour coming out. So that's the next stage. We're going to take it with Sean Clark, and we'll be developing our own ones as well. And as I said, we're going to be looking to get something that moves all around the screen using networking. I'm not sure if we'll get that done by next week. And we want something that eats at all this stuff that gets drawn to the screen. All the while we're just exploring this because we enjoy doing it, but we're also looking to try and develop pieces which after the lockdown could become part of what we call our normal microworlds, which we put in the museums. So these would be slightly more standalone pieces, but there are lots of them going to a space. So we're thinking of, so quite a few of these things are new. Amoeba is new.
Cells.
The cells is new. And they're all kind of rudimentary stage. The sea people is kind of a new thing that could. So we're just starting exploring those. So we're going to be carrying on doing that each week and getting other people involved by embedding videos and sound as we've done today. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to. What's the ending, Nicola? Have we got an ending?
You're going to tap dance. I'm going to talk to the Computer Arts Society.
We're going to slowly turn things off bit by bit. until there are just probably Sean's pixel things will be the last thing left because I don't have a way of turning them off for some reason.
I'm getting feedback in it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, can you turn that microphone up? Hi. Hi, I'm just going to turn the microphone up on the